Hey Perry, I tried cleaning this again and again and again, and I don't have a long, uh, thing to stick in there. I was using these, and somehow that oatmeal was caked. It was literally caked on there so hard. It's tall enough that my fingers couldn't quite get to it, but I think I got it now. I used a lot of soap, probably more than what I needed. I mean, I used a ton of this. I literally took the top off and just dumped it in. I got the water as hot as I could. It was like scalding and soaked it. So this time it came out easier, but somehow it must have been hot in the van. It got caked on there. I'm not complaining about it. I don't mind. But when all I asked of you was to talk to me for 2 minutes to let me know your plans, because I, as the owner of this house, I've made every single mortgage payment. It's almost paid off. I busted my ass. This is my house, not your house. And if I'm nice enough to let you come here, and you asked me to come get you, you texted me the address for me to come pick you up, and I did. I drove all the way out there, even though I barely have a pot to piss in, using up all that gas. And then we drove all the way. I loaded up the truck with all your stuff. You helped a little bit, but I did it, as you might recall. You didn't load it up. I loaded it up. You were drunk, bombed out of your mind. You were stumbling around. I kept grabbing you, from your 190 proof. And then the next morning, after I let you sleep in my bed, okay, if you might recall that I literally let you sleep, not here, but I let you sleep in my bed that I prefer to sleep in. Okay, I put a brand new sheet on there, the best of everything I have. And I let you sleep. I closed the door, and I was up 5 hours before you doing my work. But for 5 hours, I was tiptoeing around here. And then I knew that you woke up because you came in here and I had the special lights on. And I don't really like it when you don't flush the toilet, but sometimes I don't either because it saves water. I mean, if it's just a little bit of urine, but I had the special lights on, and let's put this one on. And I did all that. I mean, I left them on for 5 hours because, I wanted to make sure if you woke up, I didn't want you to stub your toe or anything. So, I bend over backwards. I mean, I don't know what else I could do to, how could anybody be nicer? I don't think it's possible for anybody to be nicer. Here's the, okay. And after I do all that, and the next day, you realize that you screwed up because you were drunk. I wasn't drunk. You were drunk. All right? And when you made a mistake and you did not remember your medication, but you said, oh, we could get cacao and beet juice and cayenne pepper, which we did get. I drove you in my car to Trader Joe's. And you did your shopping and then you took off. You originally came from Arizona, as you know, Tucson. And you and I drove from Tucson. I think we stopped and said hello to my brother in Phoenix. And then we went up to Sedona or the Grand Canyon. Then we drove to Los Angeles. And when I bend over backwards, Perry, like that, and when I desperately want to listen to my favorite radio show, Rover's Morning Glory, but if you even so much as said, oh, I kept asking you, is it too loud? Yeah, turn it down a little bit. Instead, I turned it off. Vibing and thriving. When somebody does all that for you, and then you lied to me, you said if the lawnmower doesn't start, then you're going to go, But guess what? The lawnmower did start, didn't it, Perry? And I cut all of the grass myself even though I'm going through the most difficult thing I've ever gone through in my life. You said you would cut the grass, but you didn't cut the grass, did you, Perry? I cut the grass. Now, there's other things that have to be done that you don't even know about, and you can't do them. Because, getting the 23,000 from the Hungarian church, I've had meetings with my attorney almost every single day. I mean, I can't ask you to do that. And there's so many other things going on that only I can do. But so if you would have cut the grass, but I didn't even care. I wasn't even saying, damn it, Perry, get off that bike, get back here and cut that grass. No, I did not say that. I did not say that at all. All I asked, and I said it 50 times, Perry, all I'm asking is for you to please, stop on the bike and talk to me for 2 minutes, not 4 minutes, not 3 minutes. I asked for 2 minutes. Okay, I already folded those. And you wouldn't give it to me, no matter how politely I asked. I figured he's going to get drunk, he's going to die, he's taken off. And you lied, and you told that policeman, I'm being followed by a raging lunatic or a madman. No, you were being followed by what your mom said, okay? And this is not me talking. This is your mother. Paula is your sister? I think it's Pauline. Your mother said, and I quote, I'm now quoting your mother, Perry. Your mother said, I think you're the only true friend that Perry ever had in his life. And yes, the water is still dripping out of here. Fortunately, it's going right in here. And yes, that is a fly. So, you were not being followed by a madman. You were being followed. There's me and Tijuana. My brother took that picture. I don't know what's written on there. We took this picture with a disposable camera that was purchased from Mark's. I was probably 25 years of age. And that's the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, you gotta go from California in through the border and Tijuana, and we were on our way to Ensenada after we stayed. And I just thought it was nice the way the road curved, and there's the water. In any event, I don't, Perry, you might think that that's too much of me to ask. For me to, because my girlfriend wanted to come over, and, I think I have the right to know if Perry is spending the night at his sister's house, a place that he said he despised. What is that sound? What is that sound? Oh. I'm like, what does that sound? My other phone is making a lot of noise. It sounds like water. It sounds like we've got a pipe burst going on here. I guess I bumped something in my pocket. There we go. I thought I was hallucinating or seeing things. In any event, I don't know, Perry, you might disagree with me, but I think that I have the right, if I'm letting you stay in my home, I've been trying to fix it up, and if I'm letting you stay right here for free, I mean, I would hope that you maybe would help out a little bit. You actually did not do any work at all. I was cleaning up after you. You kept having diarrhea. Sometimes you would flush the toilet and there was still like chunks of disgusting stuff. I didn't say anything to you about it. I didn't even complain at all. But the point is, I brought you to a very, very nice coffee shop. You might recall it's called Sips and Such. we walked there, and it's right. It's not the gun store. It's right over there. It's easier to see in the wintertime, but now that all the leaves have formed, it's harder to see now. Got the flicker candles going on here. Don't forget about this guy over here. And this one is, let's see, oh, there we go. Okay, so maybe we can get a slightly different perspective on the color. Oh, this could be maybe fanned out a little bit wider. In any event, 4th of July is coming. You know, like I said, I've been putting in long hours. I didn't get a chance to really, fix things up real nice because nobody was really here for 10 years. It was kind of an abandoned, and I let 2 different people stay here and they trashed the place. And, I'm a pack rat, but I'm, trying to get it a little bit cleaned up. I got all the dishes done. There was a huge pile of laundry. I got all that done. Oh, there's the other one I bought. Hand painted. I'm not saying it's like super fancy or anything, but hey, beats, sleeping under a bridge or so. Oh, okay, okay. So it seems like it's not perfect, that's for sure. But if you would have seen it before I started I just feel that I have the right, if you decide to suddenly take off and you're not going to keep your promise, you promised you'd cut the grass, and, I wasn't getting all upset. Okay, my thinking is, all right, he doesn't want to cut the grass. I don't care, I'll cut the grass. We need a pencil to finish this. So, I continued it right here. That we need to complete this little castle. Let's see here. This one is strange that it sometimes works and sometimes it does not work. I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. Let's see what's going on in the neighborhood here. Oh, it's raining. I guess that would explain why people aren't, walking their dogs or whatever. Everybody's got the little flicker lights now. They're copying off of me, aren't they, Perry? How do you do the... I don't even know how to use this other phone that James gave me, but if I go to, oh, maybe this would be the best way to do it. What if I did that? Like Larry says, it has to be dark enough for Apple to allow you to, there we go. So I don't know what's going on with this. What I do know is, and Perry, this is something you did, by the way. That's your handwriting. Socks. Oh, how many shoes do I have? I got more shoes than I would even know what to do with. Because shoes, I could start a shoe store. Okay, but most of the shoes are at the shop. This is a small lump, but these shelving should be helpful. I always did like this shirt. I'm gonna see if we can put it in the other room so we can see it better. Okay. What the hell is going on with this shirt? I don't haven't seen this shirt in a while. Wait a second. This reminds me of we were at spring break. It's exactly like this. That's not where I get the shirt, but the heck are these young people doing? They're not supposed to be having fun like that, or are they? I knew the artist of this when I saw it. I told him I must have this at all costs because it kind of reminds me of our first storefront office. Can't even tell what it's at. Coca-Cola something. It looks like it's Pearl Road by Pearl and Spokane. Okay.